What's up? It's the Game and Pulse, and Keith and Tyler. We're here to talk about the CEO of Microsoft stepping down. What day was it? Was it today or?
Yeah.
All right, you know a little bit more, so I'll let you go into it.
Mr. Don. Don Mattrick of Microsoft is, leaving to join Zynga, whatever the hell that company is, as their CEO. And, many are just... the only reason why this is interesting is because, of the amount of backlash that the Xbox One has gotten. And he was kind of like, the head of all that. So it's kind of like, oh, so you're going to do all this and just kind of leave. You know what I mean?
Seems weird. Like there's so many things that... Because we talked about this a little bit before we started recording. It's so many things that were like, the always online that was put in as like part of the system, and then they're like, hey, we're not doing that anymore, you have to change this, and that makes it a little bit more difficult. And then something else they just changed recently, or they're talking about used games, but they're talking about bringing the price down, that they were going to not get rid of the Kinect, which honestly, they made such a integrated part of their system, like it'd basically just be an updated Xbox 360. I mean, yeah, in order to compete with the PS4, they would have to bring the price down, but honestly, I don't think they can. I don't think they should, at least in my opinion.
No. And to be honest, I don't think they should get rid of Kinect either. I mean, it's not true that they are, but I heard, a big rumor of that. Because, like Keith was saying, they focused a lot on Kinect, and they made a brand new Kinect, and they were like, Kinect's going to be a huge part of Xbox One, a huge part of your gaming experience with Xbox One. And without Kinect, then almost everything about Xbox One that they showed off is kind of pointless. You kind of can't do the voice commands and, switching and snapping and doing all that stuff. You can't do that without Kinect. And then, you can't really, switch between the games and TV or whatever you want to do without Kinect, So it'd be kind of stupid if they got rid of that just based on price. It's kind of like, well, if you're going to, base everything, just on price and, change all your fucking policies, you might as well just change your whole console to design it how everybody wants it then. It's just, that would be stupid if they did that. But I just think it's kind of ironic and funny that, he's leaving. I don't know. Maybe he couldn't take the heat, or it's kind of like a douche move. Like I'm gonna get my company all this backlash and then just fucking leave. It's kind of like, all right.
Yeah, instead of trying to like fix it or something.
Yeah, instead of it's almost like he was in this for the money instead of being in it for the sake of loving games or something. That he was in it, for the money, to be the head dude. He wanted to block used games so, Microsoft could get more money and all this kind of stuff. And that's not cool. And also, he was the one that, oversaw and led the creation of the Kinect. So...
Yeah, it makes
kind of like, fuck you, dude.
I mean, honestly, I think this just kind of shows, I think we talked about this in a previous video, like, what happened with Sony, with the PS3, is happening here with Microsoft and the Xbox One. They're not making the right decisions, at least initially. Whereas, yeah, they fixed it a little bit, but it still has irreparable damage to it, and this just adds more to the problems that could be there. So I mean, it's not even 100% their fault, but Microsoft needs to get their shit together.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who they're going to get to replace him, but I hope it's just somebody that's more focused on the consumer, the gamer, and the person who buys their fucking products. Because to me, if they really are all about money, and you know every company is, but if they want to make money, they can focus on the gamers, so gamers buy their shit and then they make money. Not try to rip you off in these different ways. That's what they should do. So, I don't know. Hopefully Microsoft can like turn their shit around, because it just seems like everything that's came out since the Xbox One's been announced has just been bad news for Microsoft. There hasn't been a whole lot of good things, you know, besides like, you know, the cool games they showed off at E3 and stuff, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's just one of the things that's like, I think that's dragging them down, is that it seems that, yeah, maybe they just thought, like, you know, they got a little, you know, as we said before, you know, had their head up their ass a little bit, where they're like, if we make something, people will buy it. Which is true to an extent. Somebody will buy it. You will sell stuff. There are the hardcore people who hate who hate the PlayStation and hate, like, Nintendo and all that. But you're going to lose a lot of consumers. I mean, so I think they maybe hope now with the new strategy they can bring it all back in, and maybe eventually be able to have like with the always online capabilities, maybe they'll focus on trying to get the same what they would have gotten now with, you know, always online, and get that with kind of, you know, with like the optional online in like the future or something, have the same kind of capabilities. Yeah. So they can improve themselves. So I mean, this actually might be a good thing for Microsoft. Maybe it could be a step in the right direction. So.
Yeah. Maybe internally they pointed at him and all of the backlash and problems that they're having.
Yeah. So I think that's all I got to say.
That's all I have to say.
Don Bates left Microsoft. I can't remember my dingus password.
Thanks for watching. Gameplay soon.